Let's look at no-code and AI in the news this week. Now, if you want to receive this by email, you can see on your screen, this is the email we send out, and you can simply enter your details. I'll leave a link in the description so you can get these emails. We talk about the highlights from No Code MBA, but then we also go down and we have our favorite picks from the last week about no-code entrepreneurship and anything else that we find interesting. So we have a success story today. We're going to look at an IMF analysis, a really cool 2 coffee rule, and then a little quiz that we can all take. Let's start with a Bubble showcase. Now, Bubble is a no-code app that we love to use, and if you want to learn more about Bubble, then be sure to check out some of our videos on that. And this is a showcase about how Airspace uses Bubble to save lives. Now, this is quite an interesting case study because not only was it an amazing case study in terms of what it's doing, but it was also a multi-million-dollar contract. It took less than a month to build to launch and 120 facilities served. So what I'm going to do is just have a look at this introduction and the summary of this, and then you can read it for more. I'll leave a link in the description. So it says here, Airspace is a logistics company that specializes in moving things as fast as humanly possible, often taking advantage of empty cargo space on commercial flights. When a shipment is time critical, it uses proprietary routing software and a network of independent partners to get where it needs to be. And then this is interesting. But when Senior Manager of Revenue Operations Corey Hunter learned of a potential new Airspace customer that needed to get human organs to hospital quickly and reliably, he realized there was an opportunity to not only win new business, but also save lives. And he used Bubble. And this is the interesting part. In less than a month, they had a working product, and Airspace had a new customer to the tune of millions in ARR. So I'll leave a link to this because it talks about this in depth and just about how Bubble has helped with this. And it just shows how powerful no code can be. Next, we have a report from the IMF. And this is quite astonishing, especially some of the statistics. Now, I saw a headline about this the other day, but it's actually, this percentage point is actually a little bit higher in certain countries. But AI will transform the global economy, but let's make sure it benefits humanity. And this is the headline, really. AI will affect almost 40% jobs around the world, replacing some and complementing others. And it gives its opinion here. But I just wanted to go down to this part where it says the findings are striking, and this is a really interesting thing that we talk about too. Almost 40% of global employment is exposed to AI, and historically, automation and information technology have tended to affect routine tasks. But one of the things that sets AI apart is its ability to impact high-skilled jobs. And as a result, advanced economies face greater risks from AI, but also more opportunities to leverage its benefits. And this is another one. In advanced economies, about 60% of jobs may be impacted by AI, and roughly half the exposed jobs may benefit from AI integration, enhancing productivity. For the other half, AI applications may execute key tasks currently performed by humans, which could lower labor demand, leading to lower wages and reduce hiring. And I think we're seeing some of this play out at the moment in the tech world. Whether that is directly AI related or not, that's for each individual company. But this is obviously something that people are concerned about when it comes to AI and replacing jobs. And I really do recommend going through this report. It's not too much longer, but you can just go into some of the details and have a look at some of these as well, some of these graphs. Now, another thing we wanted to share is the 2 coffee rule. And I think this will affect you if you think that you're spending too much time on tools like Twitter, on Instagram, on whatever app that you're wasting your time on. I figured out a way to make me 2 times more productive with a simple habit change. I've been grappling with an addiction. Twitter, my poison of choice. Waiting in line at the coffee shop? Open up Twitter. Sitting in an Uber? Open up Twitter. Commercial comes on while watching TV? Open up Twitter. Replace Twitter X with Instagram, TikTok on your platform, you might see a bit of yourself in me. So I decided to pull Houdini, make a radical shift. Recently, I've implemented a new game plan. Enter the 2 coffee rule, a spin on the cheat day concept, only is for social media. I drink 2 coffees a day, one in the morning and another in the afternoon. During these caffeine highs, I indulge in Twitter, post, engage, explore trends, and absorb information. It's a contained 20-minute frenzy that aligns with my coffee intake and gets those creative juices flowing. But when the coffee runs out, so does my Twitter time. And you know what? The results have been game-changing. Lower FOMO, increased original projects, and less of that competitive social rat race. Productivity skyrocketed. And it just talks about this. So that's an interesting thing to think about if you're having issues when it comes to social media. You can also think about using this in different ways as well. For example, as soon as you have lunch, you go for a 10-minute walk and then you go straight back and you have to commit 25 minutes to work time, to something, a deep project, for example. There are many ways you can implement this in different scenarios. And then I'll leave a link to this. It's Decode the Identity. Think you know your brands. Put your skills to the test while learning something new about the brand's identity. And it's a fun quiz to take. You learn something along the way. And this kind of goes back to the 2 coffee rule as well. Maybe do this while you're having a coffee. So head over to nocode.mba/guide to get this 5,000 word in-depth guide for free, all about no-code tools. And you'll join our email list where you're going to receive those types of emails so you can stay up to date with all things no-code, entrepreneurship, and AI. So if you've enjoyed this, click the like button and share it. And then be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. And like I said, check out the links in the description to learn more. Thanks for watching. Speak to you soon. Bye for now.